So this being an electrical component, obviously it's important to disconnect the negative battery cable before replacing the starter, otherwise it's going to be a sure shock. Okay, so the battery cable is disconnected, and the next step is to remove this cover. It's located between the engine and the transmission, and obviously the starter is right here. This cover is held by 4 bolts, one here, one over here, and 2 on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the bolts and remove this cover. Okay, so all the teeth on the flywheel, they're in good shape. First step is gonna be to disconnect the solenoid wires. It's gonna be a small one, which is the signal wire, and then the larger one that goes to the battery. So I'm using a socket and a small ratchet to loosen the nut on the solenoid wire, and I'm gonna do the same with the other one. Once it's loose, obviously, just finish it by hand. So the small one is off. Just a matter of disconnecting the solenoid wire once the nut's removed, and then it's the same thing with the battery one right there. So I'm not gonna film this one, I'm just gonna do it, but you get the idea, you know, same way that the small wire was disconnected. Alright, so both cables are disconnected. Next step is to remove the starter bolts, this one and this one, and just remove the starter. I'm gonna leave it, just thread it a few threads while I remove the other one, so the starter doesn't just fall to the ground. Hold this thing up, I should be able to remove the bolt by hand. Okay, so there's that smaller bolt, and I just gotta finish removing the larger one. It's loose, so starter's very light, small starter. So here's the other bolt, and it's just a matter of sliding the starter out through here like that, and there it is. Okay, so I have the old starter and the new one. New one comes with the new bolts, and you know, I just have them next to each other just to compare them, but I knew it was the correct starter when I ordered it. What I'm gonna do is the mounting surface, you know, where the starter makes contact, I'm gonna make sure that it's clean, you know, where it bolts to the block, because this is the ground. So a starter, let's say, depending on what problems you may have with yours, if there's oil around here or grease, that would keep it from making good contact and interfere with the operation of the starter. It appears that it was, you know, fairly clean. I'm still gonna clean it with a towel and some brake cleaner and make sure that it's extremely clean. Since installation is reversible removal, I'm just gonna go ahead and install the starter back on, and after I have it on, I'm gonna go ahead and try to start the car, and it should be a huge difference. So I'll just fast forward to that when I have the starter in place. Okay, so the new starter is on and it's connected. Time to hook the battery up and start this thing once and for all. Let's start it up. Okay, let's check it out. Awesome, beautiful. That starter sounds awesome, actually. Alright, let's check it out again. I like that sound. Wow, that's like music. That's better than a concert. I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera down there so we can hear it up close. That is a beautiful sound. Okay, let's see how it sounds up close.